Welcome from Maths and Science by IITian channel. We are dealing with the complex functions for the last 3 lectures. They are the foundation stones for complex calculus. They are useful for IIT JEE, Maths Olympiad, and also for your CBSE examinations. These are very useful foundations, especially for JEE Mains and Advanced. Once you get the grip on these functions, complex functions, and their behavior, you can easily dwell into the calculus. From next class onwards, I will be taking up the complex calculus. With these complex functions, I will be stopping the complex algebra and I will be going into complex calculus. Under complex analysis. Calculus under complex analysis. Now, here the given function is function z is equal to z into u to the power of 1 by z whole divided by z square minus 1 is equal to 0. We have to solve this function provided the condition is that the modulus of z minus 1 is equal to half, where half is the radius of the circle, z minus 1 represents the circle. This is circle with radius 1, with radius half, with center as 1, 0. Center is equal to 1, 0, radius is equal to half. Z minus 1 modulus is equal to half. That denotes center as 1, 0 and radius is equal to half. This is the meaning of it. For a detailed explanation on this type of values, complex numbers, you please refer to my earlier lectures. This is the 11th lecture on the subject. Let's go further. Here we have to solve for z where function z is equal to 0 within the given region of, what is the region given? Z minus 1 modulus is equal to half, which implies center of the circle. Center of circle is equal to z minus 1 denotes the circle because it's a plane. Complex number is on a plane, it's not on a line like real number. Center of circle is equal to 1, 0. How to find the center of circle from the given equation? Please refer to my earlier lectures. And radius of circle is equal to half. Then, I told you many times that whenever you are doing mathematics, it is better either to visualize the geometry or to draw the geometry. Let us draw the geometry. Let us draw the graph which represents the above circle. This is real numbers x, this is imaginary numbers y. Now, what is the center? Center of the circle on x, it is 1. And on y axis it is 0 because it is z minus 1. Then, what is the radius? Radius is half. Here also let us say it is half. Then this is the radius. These are the points. This is the center. With this as the center, we will draw the circle. Now you might have understood how to draw a circle when z minus 1, this is equal to z minus 1 is equal to half. What we have to find out? This is the reason. This is the given reason. This is the given reason being shown with blue lines. We should be very careful while defining the complex numbers. Now, this is the reason, and we have to show, we have to find. What is the question? To find any value within above region such that function z is equal to 0. Function z is given by z into e to the power of 1 by z whole divided by z square minus 1. This is equal to 0. This is equal to 0 means, because the circle is given, we have to see that function z is equal to 0 within the given circle means the value of z in function z is such that it lies either on the circle or within the circle. We have to find z from this function z. We have to find z. Now, find z such that the z lies either on the given region of circle or within the region. Either it should be inside the region or on the given region or within the region. On the given region means on the line of the region, that is circle line, or within the circle. We have to find z. To find z, the denominator cannot be 0. What are the denominator values? Where it is not defined, z square is equal to minus 1 implies z plus 1 into z minus 1 is equal to 0. That implies z is equal to 1 or z is equal to minus 1. If denominator is made 0. These are points of singularity. They are called as the points of singularity. Now, we have to check whether these points of singularity, z is equal to 1 and z is equal to minus 1, whether they lie within the circle or whether they lie outside the circle or whether they lie on the circle. For function z is equal to 0, we have to check at the values of singularities whether Z lies within circle or outside circle, that is depend. Modulus of Z minus 1 is equal to half, or on the circle. We have to find. Now, the circle is already drawn. For example, we have to check for Z is equal to 1. It's a singularity. For Z is equal to 1. Z minus 1 is equal to 1 minus 1. That is equal to 0. Hence, it is given that it should satisfy the equation Z minus 1 is equal to half. But for Z is equal to 1, Z minus 1 is 0. Hence, Z is equal to 1 is not a solution. Now, second singularity, Z is equal to minus 1. For Z minus 1 modulus minus 1 modulus, that is equal to 2, which is not equal to half. Hence, Z is equal to minus 1 is also not a solution. Both the singularities are not solutions. Because if the equation is given like this, Z minus 1 is less than or equal to half, then condition 1, Z is equal to 1 may be a possible solution. But it's not given like that. It is strictly given that Z minus 1 is equal to half. That means we should find a point such that Z minus 1, modulus of Z minus 1 is equal to half. Hence, it is also not a solution. It is also not a solution. Then, let us check for, it is denominator singularities we have checked. Now, numerator. What is the numerator? Numerator is e to the power of, numerator is Z into e to the power of 1 by Z. At, because Z is equal to 1, Z is equal to minus 1, we have already checked. At Z is equal to 0, what happens? Numerator becomes 0 into e to the power of 1 by 0, which is undefined. Now you just see the diagram. Within the region, for Z is equal to 0, you just see. For Z is equal to 1. By visualization also you can understand. Z is equal to 0 means X is 0 and Y is 0. Z is equal to 0 means X is equal to 0 and Y is equal to 0. This is outside the circle. Z is equal to 1 is inside the circle, but the condition is Z minus 1 should be equal to half. That condition is not being fulfilled. When Z is equal to minus 1, it is outside the circle. Hence, as far as this reason is concerned, for Z is equal to 1, there is a solution provided Z minus 1 is less than or equal to half. Here also in the beginning, we have taken the reason to find any value within the above reason. We have taken the reason. But when Z minus 1 absolute is equal to half, then in that case, the point should lie on the circumference. Within the reason, Z is equal to 1 is a solution. Within the reason. If Z minus 1 is less than or equal to half. Z is equal to minus 1 outside the reason, no solution. Z is equal to 0 outside the reason, no solution. You just see, Z is equal to 1 is within the reason, this one, but the question should be modulus of Z minus 1 should be less than or equal to half. And if Z is equal to 0, it is outside the circle. If Z is equal to minus 1, this is Z is equal to minus 1. Z is equal to minus 1 means x is minus 1 and y is 0. X plus y, x plus iy, I is not there, Z is equal to minus 1 means x should be minus 1. This is outside. From drawing a simple graph also we can easily understand. By finding we use the function for finding the singularities. We have to see whether the singularities are within the given region or not. Now, finally the answer is like this. This is x real, this is y imaginary, and this is 1, 0, this is 0, 0, this is minus 1, 0. This is Z is equal to minus 1. Here Z is equal to 0. Here Z is equal to 1. And the circle is with the radius of half. Sorry, let me say here. This point and this point. This is half, that is 3 by 2 here. Here it is half 0. Here 3 by 2 0. And as far as the singularity is concerned, except for z is equal to 1, and where we can define z minus 1 is less than or equal to half, then there is a solution at z is equal to. Otherwise, there is no solution. And at z is equal to 0, it is outside the region. At z is equal to minus 1 also, it's outside the region. For a singularity, z is equal to 1. There is a possibility of solution provided z minus 1 is less than or equal to half. We have to draw the reason and understand the meaning and then answer the question. With this, I want to conclude the sessions on complex functions, complex numbers algebra. Now I will be proceeding to calculus of complex numbers. That is, we can say complex variables, not numbers, rather we can say complex variables, which I have defined u and v, complex variables, and it is complex calculus. Best of luck to everybody. Thank you for viewing my channel. If you feel that there is a value addition to your knowledge from my videos, please share them, view all of them, and review and comment for improvement. And also, please subscribe to my channel. Maths and Science by IITian. Within the reason, meaning comes when the singularity is taken in such a way that modulus of that singularity number is less than or equal to the given radius. If it is strictly as per is equal to radius, means it should be lying on the circumference of the circle. That you please make a note of. Thank you for seeing my channel. Thank you for listening to me. Best of luck to everybody.